Alright guys, we are live, our North American region, the Spring Open. We got some exciting action going on here, Noble Esports versus Winout. And it is going to start off on Dust 2, the home of Counter-Strike in some ways. And you can see Noble has opted to start on the CT side, as it is Winout's map choice, but I am Sprawl. By my side is the one and only Bach. And we're here to bring you an exciting best of 3.
And I can't stop thinking about one thing only. Dan Ameti, the legendary 1.6 and sort of legendary Source player, is playing right now for Noble Esports. I watched frag videos of this guy when I was like 15 years old. So that was like longer. I can't even get over it. Either way, though, the pistol round is live here, and that's going to be Amped picking up 2 quick frags on AGM and Steno, but Jacobson finally polishes him off. That's going to leave Winout at the slight disadvantage. It's a 4-on-3. They've got 2 over towards long. That is the bomb there as well. One floating around in mid. It's a 2-2 hold right now. We see the 5-man Tyrium over towards mid, and he spots him out up towards Catwalk. He's going to try and take the angle through that smoke, but he's not going to spot him, so we're going to see Winout taking the execution on Cat here, but there is a 2-man hold on A.
Nifty playing from sight. He's going to spot out Jay Stone, but will go down. Mad from CT ramp. Finds a frag onto Jay Stone, though. Polly fires back. Got a 2v2 on our hands, and they are going to be able to take the A-bomb site finally. I feel like this pistol round a little bit longer than most pistol rounds usually take. Usually you see quite a bit of action coming out pretty quickly, but it is going to be Tyrium able to land onto Jacobs and Polly in a one-on-one. Tyrium needs to come up with the frag, and he falls and dies, unfortunately. And Polly's going to get a nice fallen shot. So 3K for Polly, doing work, the stand-in for Winout. You can see the rosters. You were highlighting Ameti being one of the players that new on the Noble side. I believe Tyrium and Mad as well. Nifty and Amped are the only ones I recognize from at least our previous tournament. On the Winout side, we've got Polly, which is a stand-in, as well as Jay Stone, I believe, is Plank's replacement. So there we go. Some new rosters coming in, and looks like the CTs, they're not giving up on the second round. They've purchased pistols, and they've got an NOA stack in mid right now.
They're going for that totem pole boost on the Catwalk, and this sometimes works, but unfortunately they are smoked out. But look at that, Amped with the 5-7. There's Mad picking off one as well, so this round quickly tips in favor of Noble. Oh my goodness, another kill coming out from Nifty, but Polly finally responds. And we've talked about how these SMGs are so strong, but not here. Pistols definitely coming out the victors. It's all down to AGM, who does manage to find 2, a nice little headshot through the pole there. It's going to make it a 2v2. Tyrium did find an MP7. Ameti's still with the P250 in lower. Actually, he's over towards A. That's Tyrium in lower. Bomb stuck on Cat. 50 seconds left here for AGM to try and make something happen.
Yeah, he's going to collect the bomb. Now the question is, where does he go with things? Go through mid, possibly towards B, but of course, being that he knows they've got upgraded pistols at the very least, and well, Tyrium's got a MP7, he's got to imagine that they're going to have some close-range weapons, so wants to utilize range if at all possible. So double door is a bit of a risky move, being that someone could just be on the other side, but isn't going to be the case as he's moving up B ramp right now. Tyrium, though, has a bit of a read on this, and he is going to peek at the exact same time. AGM, though, finds his head, and that's going to be a great way to get this bomb planted. Ameti across the map has to throw his Nikes on, and he does not have a kit at all. Oh my god, AGM peeks out and gift wraps the round for Ameti. What just happened? What a shot by Ameti, though. The smallest opportunity, the smallest mistake. Well, I wouldn't even say that's a small mistake. I don't know why you peek out like that, but nonetheless, AGM goes down. Ameti clutches things. We've got a 1-to-1 scoreline.
And that's why that man has like 5 frag videos.
That was disgusting.
You know, he's not necessarily the best Go player. He's a little bit newer to it, and not to mention the players from 1.6 and Source, things didn't really translate over as well. But he still got it. That little shot as AGM peeked the door proves that aim does not deteriorate with age. So Ameti hitting the clutch shot to take the round there for Noble Esports. It's going to put Winout on an awkward buy here. 2 with Tech 9s, a Galil, and 2 AKs. The buy on the other side is still not that great. I think Noble expected a save here. You see they're fielding 2 MP7s, or actually I think MP9s. A 5-7 and a double FAMAS buy. That's Nifty with the FAMAS doing some decent work, though. AGM is quick with the trade out, so that's going to be Amps going down. They're going to gift wrap them long. AGM on plat. Nifty right around the corner. He spots his head, but he can't finish him off thanks to that ridiculous bomb animation. But whoa, Nifty with the jumping shot onto AGM. Is going to make it a 3v2, though. Jacobson and J-Stone trying to hold this down.
Oh my goodness, and now it's just J-Stone. He's in pit, and Aimedi is actually going to be dropping a flashbang. They do have a kid on Aimedi. He's just going to try and go for the shot, though, as... Oh, wow, J-Stone, what a shot. Peeks out of the pit, and ends up winning that 1v2. Finds the play out long, and then the one on platform. So, some highlight reel plays coming out here from both sides. Winout able to take that one back. So, 2-1 here. Noble back in an awkward monetary situation. They've got Aimedi with 4,700, as well as Mad with around 3,700, but obviously not enough to warrant a full buy or a forced buy or anything to that effect. So just upgraded pistols coming out, and last time they went with that, although they had armor as well, they made it work with Aimedi winning that 1v1. So see how this plays out. Poly top mid control. They've got a couple of T's coming out lower dark right now. Steno leading that charge, but does have the bomb in his back. So needs to be a little careful, and actually does get spotted out. So you know the bomb is kind of carefully placed in mid, but Amped actually pushes up Catwalk, finds a frag, but quickly thereafter we get a number going back, one of which Amped burning himself to death.
It is going to make it a 2v4 here. Aimedi and Nifty trying to make some more happen. Wow. Nifty gets the dink onto Jacobson, but he responds quickly with the tap of his AK-47. J-Stone polishes off the last one, and that's going to be another round here for Winout. The money on both sides was a little awkward coming into that round because of the fact that they had kind of traded ecos there, so to speak. Even though that one round wasn't really an eco from Winout, it was a bit of a split buy. The money's sort of balancing out a little bit here. We do see another strange buy here from Noble Esports. A FAMAS, an AWP, an M4A1, and a P250. So not a single player on the board using the same gun as somebody else. Meanwhile, on Winout, we got 4 AKs and a Galil, a couple of Mollies as well. We'll see what they do with those, as they did buy 4. And I always love to see how teams use Molly grenades because, you know, it's a kind of a new way to play the game. I've been watching Counter-Strike for a long time. I mentioned my knowledge of the fact that Aimedi was a big player. Molotovs and incendiary grenades have really changed the way you can take a site, and I love seeing what teams do with them. So we'll see what Winout has in store for us. Still not a kill on the board, just a little bit of damage to the Noble Esports side.
Yeah, Mad's going to be utilizing that AWP on the left side of mid. Actually whiffs a shot, and actually, I think he just spotted Steno jumping up onto the Xbox there. But again, Spectator spoke a little bit different than what he's seeing. It looked like it was dissipating, but nonetheless, a couple players on Catwalk right now for the T side. Playing it pretty slow. They've got AGM just working long A doors, just in case there's some sort of aggression. They've got a player in lower dark. Still 40 seconds left, so plenty of time. And actually, this Molotov, an interesting one. They drop it on CT ramp, and I guess to just cut off a rotate of sorts. CT ramp being one of those areas you can get caught out by once you're traveling up Catwalk stuck on elbow or something like that. But it actually, the Molotov dissipates. So I'm not really sure what the idea behind that is, but trades going on. We got Nifty with 1. Steno, J-Stone find one of their own. So it is a 4v3, but this aggression up onto the A bomb site is going to prompt the rotate. Amp trying to stay alive as long as he can, rather, as they get this plant on for Catwalk, and yeah, he's going to go down. Aimedi now trying to help out on the retake, and they've got Madcock as well. AWP in hand coming up CT ramp.
And now it's all on him. He's got that off on ramp. He's going to go for the peek. Takes out the first one, and now it's on Jacobson, a 1v1. Jacobson with 2. Mad with 2 of his own. He taps the bomb, trying to draw Jacobson out. He has an op just peeking at him. Oh, if he had played that just a little bit longer. He knows he's there. He pulls out the 5-7, but I don't think he has time. He's going to try and run away and save his op. So a round there going in favor of Winout, but a very expensive round at that for both sides. The only player that survives is Mad with his AWP on the heels of a 3K. So Winout going up 4-1, and it looks like it's going to be an eco here from Noble. Maybe they'll buy some armor around that op of Mad and see if they can use that to get a rifle on the board.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Jacobson with an op in his hands. So Mad obviously is going to try and find an early pick here. It looks like Catwalk's going to be the call, as Amped leading. He's got Mad right behind, and actually it's one of the stacks, so he can actually spot out mid. He finds Steno in mid. Now they can follow back. Poly did find Tyrium, so it will be a 4v4, and EGM actually moving up long. Oh, but Mad has found a location where he can peek out. He whiffs that first shot. Amp's still trying to provide a little bit of defense there, but he's fallen back to CT spawn, and of course just so crucial. The op is one of the only... Oh, actually, no, Amedi taking down the Jay Stone. I don't know why I wanted to say the Jay Stone, but he's got a name that will work that way. Mad coming up onto the A-bomb site. Finds Jacobson, and this is a winnable situation. Pauly gets dropped, and now it's a 1v1, but AGM playing the ledge perfectly, and will find an AGM actually cleaning up 4K for himself and finds the AWP at the end. So great round from Winout. Came down pretty close, but AGM doing work.
Another expensive round for both teams, losing multiple players. You can see the money on Winout, despite the fact that they've won multiple rounds here. It's just really not looking that good. They've won 4 in a row, and the player with the most money is AGM at 2150. I mean, when you've won that many rounds in a row, you expect to be stacking up money, but it's just not really happening for them because they continue to lose multiple rifles every single round. And it's come down to 1v1s, I think 3 times now, maybe 4. You know, one round, Amedi clutched it with the P250. And then AGM just came up with one. Jacobson came up with one in a way, even though he did die, he bought enough time. So very expensive game thus far. That's going to be Mad picking one off early with the op. That's Jacobson down. Tyrium gets one as well. You see Mad with the op yet again picking off one. That's J-Stone. AGM tries to spot the shot through the smoke. He's not able to find it. So it's going to be down to Pauly and AGM here. A little bit of damage on Mad and Tyrium. Pauly cleans the clock of Amped. The wonderful headshot from his AK-47. AGM peeks, can't find the shot on the man Goose. He's going to try and fall back, but the pinch is on here from mid.
Yeah, it is, and actually Nifty finding a frag out long. It's all up to AGM with his AWP. And just kind of cycling back and forth between platform and catwalk. He's actually fully blind right now, and it's going to be Mad coming in. Finds the frag 3K for himself. Now Noble find their second round. And in good time as Winout was starting to not necessarily run away with things, but they had 4 rounds in a row. So they did put a decent number up on the board. This isn't Winout's map choice. So Noble, obviously, their map choice being, we've got Mirage coming up next. So we'll see how that plays out. But Winout thus far working out here, and they actually don't have a lot of money coming in this round, opting to force buy nonetheless, though. So they've got 4 Tech 9s on the field. And they're going for a mid to B play, 2-0 mid at the moment, and no smokes for mid though. And this is almost a suicide mission for these players as Jay Stone gets hit by the op of Mad, and that's from the window actually. So not exactly true CT spawn, but there is a player in CT spawn, and Amedi actually stuffs this as he takes down 2 AGM with 1. Mad comes up and will create a 1v4 for Jacobson. He's stuck in upper dark and just going to try and find a frag here with his Tech 9 or see what kind of economic damage he can do. But Amp comes up and spoils his fun. So now 3-5. Noble coming back in this half.
That was a risky buy there. It forced Winout now where they're going to have to double eco. They didn't get a bomb plant. They only got 1 kill. Because they went for the Tech 9 armor buy, they're completely broken. Based on what I'm seeing right now, I think they're going to stick with the 5 Glocks. Maybe pick up a P250 or 2. Yeah, they're going to pick up some P250s. And just go from there. Only 3 of them, 2 players opting to stick with Glocks. It looks like they're just going to be running into the blender here on long. We'll see if they even pick up a frag. Flash does rain out, but it missed. So Amped, a bit of a miss throw. Costs him his life. He gets 1, but Pauly responds. Man is there with the op, but he needs to be careful. He's very close range. You can see he only gets 1 more before Jacobson takes him down. But the flank is on here from Nifty. Pauly responds with the P250. So way more successful eco round here despite the lack of armor. Only 3 P250s and 2 Glocks. This round should not be working out so well, but it all was on the heels of that failed flash from Amped. Tyrium cleans things up, but an expensive round there for Noble Esports. And that's going to give Winout a decent amount of money between the frags and the saves. So they're going to be buying up here. It's going to be another buy-on-buy round here. We're going to see Noble Esports building their economy a little bit. The money on Winout, you know, it's a little shaky, but they're starting to balance out here in round number 10.
Yeah, AKs across the board. They've got 3 rounds worth of loss bonus. Why do they opt to go with it? Oh, Nifty actually getting aggressive in the lower darks. Gonna find Steno, and will be traded out, though. I think he spotted Jay Stone, but look at this. Immediately coming in on the flank. He calls for support, and Amedi comes into upper dark, takes down Jay Stone. So good trades coming in for the CT side. Now it's up to the 3 remaining Ts. Jacobson actually slowly walking through mid. So although they've got the bomb out long, it's actually going to be, I thought the player in mid went down. That's actually AGM out long. So Pauly opting to, yeah, he's gonna turn tail after that guy goes down. So Jacobson goes down. Tyrium just peeks out through mid and takes him away. So Pauly in a 1v4. Winout not having a whole lot of success here. That last round looked pretty fantastic considering the equipment, but the next one thereafter with equipment, They only get one frag.
And it's going to be another eco here from Winout, so they're about to lose a lot of rounds here if they can't make this eco round happen. We saw what they were able to do in the last one, so they are going to get a little bit more bang for their buck. Last time they were at around 2K per player. They're at around 3 this time, so you see they're opting for the Tech 9, even going for armor on a few players. Flashes and smokes. Looks like they're going to be trying for a fake, as they have 3 players rushing upper dark, 2 going towards long. Jacobson was in a really strong position in that last round. He had pushed out mid. He knew that the players B had pushed, so it gave him all the info he needed, but unfortunately was unable to make it happen. It doesn't actually look like it's going to be a fake, as those players B have moved over towards Cat. Nifty Peaks gets dinked down to 11. He does manage to kill Jacobson, though. Tyrium is there with the AK-47 to connect onto Pauly. He's going to make it a 5v3, a lot of damage done, and there you see Amp picking up 2. AGM pushes out mid, finds the head of Tyrium. It's going to make it a 1v4. Amped and Nifty, heavily lit. Could be easy clean for AGM if he can find them. He's going to peek. Oh, mad. Goes down to the headshot of AGM, so this round working out pretty good for Winout. Even if they lose this, this is just an eco. They're doing some good money damage here as AGM tries to make his way up Cat.
A little confused how he didn't see Nifty jumping right beside him there. And one bullet would have taken him down too. Nifty very, very low. The only full health player is going to be Aim Eddie. And, he's now joining the party at long, but Amp's going to be playing from pit. Again, Aim Eddie, the one we got to keep our eyes on here. That flashbang coming out perfectly, and AGM fully blind. Amp going to take advantage of that. Yeah, great teamwork coming up from the CT side, and they will be able to secure the round, but well, it's a little bit expensive, but at this point, the economy of the CT side, they can handle that. As you can see, plenty of money in their bank, and honestly, it's a pretty decent comeback from them. Now taking the round lead, 6-5. So there was a situation where we were at 5-1. So they're now back in the driver's seat here. Jacobson picking mid once again, and they've got Nifty and Mad both opting through. And speaking of which, Mad will be able to connect through the double doors onto Jacobson to start things off.
You're going to see a double op setup on Noble, the first time we've seen that, and the first time I believe we've seen an op on the T side. I don't think we've actually seen an op duel in this match just yet. Jacobson is a pretty successful opper. I wouldn't say he's, regarded as one of the top tier, but he's very consistent with his op. Mad, meanwhile, has been very good with his op. He's top fragging right now for his team by a lot. 20-7 right now. He's 11 kills ahead of Amped. Definitely put the team on his back and carrying them away. That's going to be Nifty with his op, though, doing some nifty work. See what I did there? Cleaning off the head of Steno. So guillotine-style execution. It's all on J-Stone here from Lower Dark with an AK-47. A lot of grenades, but bomb up Cat. He's going to have a hard take here.
Yeah, this is going to be rough for him. He might just walk into the stack here and actually... Wow, okay. I thought he was at least going to take down Mad, as Mad was on 20 HP, but wasn't able to get a single shot fired on them, unfortunately, for himself. 7-5 now. Noble coming back with things, like I was suggesting. A pretty big comeback for them, and they've got to be feeling confident, like you were suggesting as well. Mad on 20 kills. That's pretty insane at this point. If we look at the T side, AGM. Not quite the same status on his side, but he is top fragging, 12-1-10. But a little bit more, I don't know, even, not exactly even, but Steno on 2. Probably the only one that you might call a little bit more from, but Molotov going in to Upper Dark. It looks like the CTs were reading some sort of B-rush, and they weren't wrong about it, to be honest. I think that was 2 incendiaries that went down inside of Upper Tunnel, just to prevent, even if they wanted to run through it, 2 was just out of the realm of possibility there. So Mad's going to have to come up big, as got 3 players about to smoke and flash through. Oh my god, he hit one shot, 2 frags. AGM left to try and work up mid, but he's got 2 players coming through Upper Dark, but the read is in. Aim Eddie goes down, though, and that's actually a big deal. AGM coming in from B ramp, but he is backstabbed by Tyrium, and will create a 2v3.
Steno's been quiet until just now. You see he's bottom fragging for his team, but he just came up with 2 huge kills to open up that B bomb site. They do have the bomb there, but the retake is already on from the CTs. So it's got onto Jacobson and Steno to try and hold this off. Steno gets 1 more. That's 3 on the round. He's got 8 HP boosted on that double box. All they have to do is put a bullet on him, and he is going to go down. But he is the bomb carrier, and he is in a bad position to try and make his way across the year. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to toss the bomb to Jacobson. It looks like they're going to be setting up for that. Actually, he's going for the peek here. He's going to try and peek out. Jacobson peeks out. I don't really know what the play was. Oh, there goes the bomb, just like we thought was going to happen. Tyrium spots Steno as he tries to make his way across. Now Jacobson has no choice but to get inside and try and plant. You can see Tyrium pushing in, put some damage down.
Whoa.
Nifty there with the trade. A very expensive round there for Noble. But again, it doesn't matter. At this point, they've got enough money stacked up and a decent round lead over Winout. And Winout is just, they're floundering here. They started out strong and they just haven't really been able to put anything together since.
Yeah, exactly. They had pistol round go their way, which was a one-on-one. They were able to make work for them, but after that, we had a second round go to Noble, and then 4 in a row to create the 5 round count that we've got for Winout right now. So, fortunately, and Nifty actually is going to take one down early on. They're trying to push out long right now, but not having a lot of success. Steno, lucky to have his life still as that nade. Took him down from like 8 HP to 7. Any closer, and it probably would have dropped him. Nifty with a second frag in the round. Now standing up aggressively, confidently on the top of these boxes on a platform. But they are going to force the T's back out towards mid, rotate, find another angle. But at this point, Steno being so low, yeah, this is going to be rough for him. They flash through mid, but it's not really effective. Jay Stone might be able to find a frag on this boost, and he does. But again, the CTs just need to find trades at this moment. Steno with a frag. And again, on 7 HP, that's fairly impressive for him. But again, they just need to find this last little frag. Again, with 7 HP. We've seen some crazy things with low HP, but I feel like Steno, his time is ticking.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. 7 HP. He did do decent work with 8 HP in the last round, but completely different circumstance. He was in a really unique spot. He's going to have a hard time making things happen here. He's going to be pushing up on Nifty, and Nifty's going to hear him out. Nifty goes for a jump peek, finally strafes and takes him down with the AWP. And that's now 9 rounds on the board for Noble Esports. I'd say even if Winout takes this round, you got to be pretty happy if you're on Noble, considering they started out what they lost pistol, took the eco, lost 4 in a row. It looked pretty dire, and they've just basically put the team on Mad's back with that AWP, 22-9, and now everyone else is sort of catching up. Winout is just not able to find anything on their T side, and 5 rounds on the T side, definitely not a score you're aiming for, especially when it's your map selection.
Certainly, and Mad's boosted up on Cat right now. Spots out a player in lower dark, but be able to find the shot on him, and they're going to fall back. So, a little bit of information, some intel early, but no frag coming their way. That's good news for Winout, as, like we're saying, it would be great for them to pull in the 6th round, as 5, not exactly what we were hoping for. But moving up catwalk right now, Jacobson leading up there. Nifty actually boosted up creatively and finds almost both of them, as Jacobson just barely strafed out of the way, and actually Pauly went down because Jacobson basically straight. Well, obviously would have done collateral if Jacobson was still there. Nonetheless, though, finds the frag. Only a 1-for-1, so 4-on-4. Jacobson still on catwalk, and actually Mad takes him down, but J-Stone opens up a frag onto mid. So they definitely could rotate out of this and maybe find some success at B, but you can see the CT's already reading that could definitely be the case, having 2 players heading through CT spawn. This is not a good read, actually.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Noble is thinking here. They're rotating towards B because there's 1 player there, and they're just gift wrapping this A bomb site. This is a huge misplay. And AGM could even catch somebody off guard if they peek the wrong way towards mid. This is actually a pretty good play here from Winout. It's still a difficult hold. Steno's going to spot the op in CT spawn. That's going to be Mad. He's actually going to swap out for an M4. That's a wise play given the situation. Amp peeks up. Oh my gosh, Steno can't get the recall under control. Amp takes him down. Amedi connects onto J-Stone, so now it is on AGM at long with the Galil. He's going to get one traded out immediately, and that's going to be it. 10-5, Noble Esports somehow claws back and takes the lead. Winout has not won a round since round number 6. So, actually, that was 7. Round 7. No, 6. What am I talking about?
You were
Math
correct.
Numbers just don't make sense.
I completely agree, but I know what does make sense, and that's Zowie gear. Definitely, guys. Brought to you in part by Zowie. Go check out some of their hardware, some of their peripherals. They've honestly got some of the best gaming gear, or honestly, in my opinion, the best gaming gear you can find on the market. Their mouse pad, their mouse commade, and their cord holder, as well as just their mice in general. And I do believe they actually do have 1 mechanical keyboard out there on their site.
Not anymore.
Okay,
Apparently
they
are leaving the keyboard market. They're sticking with what they know.
I was confused because
I'd
I
say
saw
that's a wise
Steel.
decision.
Steel unboxed one and showed it on Twitter or something like that. So I was like, what? I'm confused. And
Unless
said,
they have
thanks,
a new
Allie.
product
So
out, I don't know.
yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, nonetheless, check out their stuff. They got some nice peripherals there. As yeah, you wanna have the best stuff when you're trying to compete, or even if you're just casual gaming. But nonetheless, we do have another giveaway going on. It's a Twitter giveaway, and when we hit 15,000 followers on Twitter, that's gonna be the trigger for this giveaway. But it is another Luminosity one. So Flip Knife Fade is up for grabs. All you need to do, just go ahead and follow GoRGNTV on Twitter, as well as Luminosity GG. And if you retweet the specific tweet mentioning the Flip Knife Fade, that's all you need to do. And like I said, once we hit 15,000 followers on RGN's Twitter, we will be giving that away. So I think we're pretty darn close to that. I haven't checked in the last little bit here, but I imagine that's going to be happening soon. But what's happening sooner is the second half of this match going live. So Winout now on their CT side. On their map choice, they need to put in a little bit more on this half, as this pistol round is pretty crucial for them.
Absolutely. And, you know, I touched upon it in the first half that Amedi is a name that takes me back to my high school years. You know, I'm not trying to put a shadow over the players on the side of Winout. Steno, Pauly, and J-Stone all have years of invite experience in 1.6. So it's not like these players are strangers to Amedi and what he's capable of. So definitely capable players in their own right. But it's going to be pistol round here going live. And look at this play from Noble. Stacked up outside Dark. What is happening? Winout pushes. Somehow this works out wonderfully. Perhaps they had a good read on what Nifty and company like to do in their pistol round. It's already down to Amedi and Mad versus Steno, J-Stone, and AGM. Mad's going to pick off the head of AGM, continuing what he did in the first half. But what a round. This is what pistol rounds are like. The first half pistol round, that was slow. That was not what we're used to seeing. This is just pure and utter chaos.
Yeah, this is insanity. I've never really seen a team just 3 CTs right through Upper Dark and just push right through. And I've seen it on other maps, but Steno is actually going to spot out Mad here, and he's going to be pushed maybe a little quicker than he thought. Oh, actually, that flashbang worked out pretty darn well, but he still loses the fight. So it's J-Stone left, and he's going to run right into Ahmed. He finds the frag, though, and running out of time here. Matt only has 35 seconds, so J-Stone would be smart to play the clock right now. He's going to be flashing into the tunnels, and it's not going to be an effective one, but Mad smoking through on his own time. He's going to grab that bomb and rotate out, but with 20 seconds, he needs to come this way, and I think J-Stone realizes that. He's just going to be holding the edge of smoke. Oh, my God, he walks away right as Mad comes out. Are you joking me? He's missing every single... Oh, he hears him, though. But still, the timing there, Mad ends up going down, but you can't really blame him too much. He had no time to make it to that A-bomb site. Crazy round, though.
That was insane. I mean, what else do you say? I guess I couldn't see it happen quick enough. The players were stacked up outside long. My guess is they heard a player pushing, or they spotted one out going up mid into lower. But who does that on CT side? I've never seen a team push that many people into Upper Dark. The only thing I can think is that they knew what Noble liked to do on their T side, but this is a sort of newer roster with them, so how would they really even have that intel? I think it was a bit of a gamble by Winout. They looked at the round count and they just thought, well, why not? Because if they take this pistol round, it's going to be really hard for us to come back, so we got to do something drastic. And it worked. It worked wonderfully.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, it's still odd. Like, I've seen it on Cash. You see, like, for example, CTs will push 3 through B just to, like, clear out that side. But I've just really never seen it a heck of a lot on Pistol Round on Dust 2. But Mad's going to be opening up with a deagle into AGM's head. So that's a nice frag for them. But firing back, we're actually seeing a couple going back and forth. Only 3 CTs left alive, and the bomb being set on this A-bomb site. So although Pistol Round goes to the CTs, they now find themselves in a retake situation. They've got 1 player going long, 2 coming from Catwalk. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out.
And they did win the eco round in the first half after losing pistol, so we'll see if they can do it again here. That's going to be Jacobson using the Tech 9 of his own. Gets 2 before being traded out by Tyrium. Tyrium now with the FAMAS, not able to make it happen. He did connect onto Jacobson, though. But it's going to be Pauly and J-Stone surviving the round. 7 rounds now for Winout. They definitely need to keep this pain train going. They can't let Noble get any kind of foothold, economically speaking. They did get a bomb plan here, but since they didn't really do much in their pistol round, they're not going to be able to buy just yet. They're going to have to stave off and go for 1 more eco here. But again, they did some decent work with their eco rounds, and even that one, they got 3 kills in a bomb plant. That's pretty successful eco round. If they can do that again, their money's going to be looking pretty good coming into their first buy.
If they can get mad with an AWP or something like that, he looked pretty solid in the last half. Is the word I'm going to go with. 26. That's pretty damn impressive. So we'll see if they can get that weapon in his hands or what the plan is there. But they're going to be sending multiple players in the lower dark. It looks like they're going for a standard, just mid to B. They've got one smoke for it that they'll expend, and then the bomb will come through upper into the site. So Jacobson has an open window. He's going to be the first line of defense, but you see Amped is the first one out for mid, and he jumps, purely because he suspects that could be the case. And he throws off that first shot, and now Jacobson finds himself in a situation where they found all the frags, but I totally thought that would go the way of the T's once they were piling through the window, but now it's only Mad left in a 1v4, and looks like he is going to be pinched upon, so I totally thought Jacobson would go down there. Who survives like that under a window with only a pistol out? And I guess against ecoing terrorists, it's not as difficult, but still, crazy play comes out. Winout take another.
That honestly should not have happened. They should have gotten that kill. You know, he missed multiple off shots, perhaps because of the off changes. It's really hard to recover from a missed shot. Whoa!
That was disgusting.
There's Mad.
They got him
an
an op.
Stone. They got him the op that he needed, and just times it perfectly as he jumps across. A free frag for them. He's got to be careful, though. He does have a player pushing up cat. That's going to be Jacobson. If he doesn't watch, he's going to get pushed here, but Jacobson is going to get spotted by the player lower. It doesn't matter. He's going to have to retreat. Paulie does manage to take down one, though. That's amped off the board. It's a 4v4. Pretty even up as far as damage across the board. Steno at 88, Paulie at 32. Tyrium down to 16. Still plenty of nades left on the T side. A little bit left on the CT side. You see Paulie sitting on an incendiary and a smoke. Flash on Jacobson and AGM. And look at this. They're stacking up towards mid right now, and that's working out wonderfully. Amady gets one, but the trade is there immediately, and they know this player is lower. Tyrium down to 16 HP, just holding an angle, hoping to God that he doesn't get peeked. Oh, he doesn't, but he somehow doesn't find the kill onto Steno. How does that happen? He played that so wonderfully, yet he just panic sprayed just a little bit too much. Couldn't take down Steno, and then the op gets the last player on Cat. That round definitely slipping out of the fingertips of Noble there.
Yeah, certainly. Went out with some calculated aggression there. I liked how they played mid. Didn't look like Noble expected it at all, and they just have this three-man push. And even that frag, I think the reason why they knew there was a player still in lower was because I think it was Amped that went down in upper dark, and he dropped the bomb, actually. So the two aggressing CTs actually spotted that. But hold that thought as they push out mid on this eco. Steno gonna shut it down almost single-handedly. Madcock's gonna come in and find a frag, but he goes down shortly after. So 10-10, Winout, string 5 in a row, and all of a sudden we're at a tie scoreline on their map choice, and it looks to be a comfortable side for them. So, yeah, this is definitely the way Winout wanted to see this half take place, finding their way back to this tie scoreline, and now they just need to battle with this AWP of Mad, as it has looked pretty insane, and looks like they're gonna. Oh wow, Jacobson hits the shot, and that's one way to deal with them. Just peek him aggressively, and he goes down. So big pickup, and now look at the mid control from the CTs.
Yeah, and they got two players here stuck in lower, and Jacobson's gonna peek with this op. He tries to find the angle. He does put some damage down onto Tyrium. 65 HP left. 3 peeks though, and Eddie cleans his clock. So it's going to make it a 4v4. Nifty did pick up that op in T-spawn. This is a really strange hold here from Winout, and this could actually backfire. They have 2 players pushed into T-spawn. Almost the entire terrorist team is in B tunnels. 2 are making their way out. There's a man on site. Steno, if he's not careful, he's going to be spotted by this player lower. Oh, he does take him down, so that's going to be Tyrium going off the board for Noble. J-Stone connects onto Eddie. It's Amped and Nifty left remaining. They try and take the B site. AGM says no way. Nifty actually finds a nice shot just before the flashbang hits. But that's going to be Paulie with a grenade taking him out. 11-10 now. Noble, something they did in the first half that they're really struggling to do now is control Winout's money. Because of the way they played rounds on the CT side, even when they lost rounds, it was expensive for Winout. It's not really happening that way this time. The player with the least amount of money after a full buy is AGM at 2150. So Winout right now is getting very comfortable money-wise, and that means they're going to be able to keep that op on Jacobson. They're going to be able to keep that nade presence heavy, and that's something that Noble Esports needs to figure out pronto.
Looks like Amp is going to peek out long. Steno, though, waiting to receive. And the trades go in the direction of the CTs. It's going to be 3-2. Derium and Nifty left to try and battle off, but Jacobson finds a frag with his 5-7, leaving Nifty in a very awkward spot. He's got the bomb halfway up long A. He's got an AK in hand. He does have plenty of nades to work with, but Jacobson and J Stone both ready and near for whenever he tries to make it onto the site. Actually, Polly comes in from long and actually finds the frag. So 12 rounds now for Winout. They definitely are showing why they chose this map, as if we just saw what their T side was like, and they didn't come back on the CT side, I would be very confused. I'd be very, very confused at what they were planning coming in. But you can see on the CT side, they're very well coordinated, and they're beating Noble to the punch 9 times out of 10 here. And actually, should I say 10 times out of 10, because there hasn't been a single T side round for Noble as of yet.
Yeah, they haven't been able to make anything happen, and they're not really going to be doing it this round either, as Jacobson holding down long with this op. He gets 2. Repeaks for the man in pit. That's Mad with the deagle.
That was
he
nuts.
says sayonara to Jacobson. Compliments him for 1 deag. He's down to 70 HP though, and he's not able to get that off, so unfortunately it's not really going to do much else for the team, but they are going to get 1 more kill before things end. Nifty getting into a duel with J-Stone here. Tolly coming in on the flank to help out. 2 kills, pretty standard. No bomb plant for Noble, but the money on the CT side is just really good. And I believe that's now, what, 17 straight rounds for the CT side? We saw
a lot of rounds.
Winout win 9, and then they've won 8. Yeah, 17 straight rounds for the CT side. So for everyone that tries to tell you that Dust 2 is a T-sided map, I hate to disagree, but what I'm seeing right now says otherwise.
Yeah, the only counter argument I have for that is whether or not it's the teams that we're seeing, and their T sides just haven't been too well executed. Winout's been beating, like I said before, they've been beating them to the punch, kind of reading their executions before they even come out and just basically shutting them down with some calculated aggression and such. So we'll see if it continues here. But they've got mid control right now on the T side. They've got the bomb in upper dark. What's the plan here is the question. Looks like they are going for a mid to B, so they're gonna try what they were almost successful in doing in an eco round where they had Jacobson just whiff a bunch of shots and such. Actually, Nifty getting that frag in upper dark, that's a big deal. But the only downside to it is that he's the sole bomb carrier. So although he gets his frag, they have all the intel they need out of it. So, and Pauly coming out for mid. Oh, this fell apart really quickly. Now the single man on the mid to B play coming in. And it's actually going to be Amp taking down 1, but AGM fires back, and we'll find the end of the round. So it feels to me that's exactly what's going on. Like, for example, they pushed into upper dark before they could even execute that mid to B, and although they find the frag, I feel like then it's, oh, do we go? They know the bomb's here, but should we still go? And in the meantime, they're getting flanked everywhere in mid, not really holding their angles. So anyhow, it doesn't work out. Winout looking solid on their CT half.
That's something a lot of younger teams, I'd say, struggle with is mid-round strat calling. A lot of teams can have a decisive IGL who makes a good call at the beginning of the round, but in the middle of the round, they flounder. They don't know what to do, and if something causes their plan to go off track, the round just falls apart. And that could be what's happening for Noble Esports right now. I don't actually know who's calling for them. I mean, it could be a multitude of players on their roster, so I'm not exactly sure. But it definitely seems like their mid-game does fall apart. They're going to be executing on long here, and that's actually going to be Amp getting a kill onto Pauly. AGM is around the corner, and they're going to be full white as he does toss a nice flashbang. Takes down Tyrion. Molly's brain out as well. Nades are going to come in, but there we see Nifty and Amp cleaning up, so it's going to be a 3v2 here. Jacobson's going to have to do good work with his op here in CT spawn. He tries to spot a shot through the smoke. He's not going to get it. So it's going to be a bomb plan here from Noble. A fail nade there. That could have been much worse had it hit. But these players heavily lit on Noble, and you see Mad going down to J-Stone, so it's going to be a 2v2. J-Stone at 8, Nifty at 14, Amped at 37.
Yeah, J-Stone was blindsided by that as well. The reason he's on 8 HP is because it took him a little bit to flick back around and take down Mad, but it looks like this might not go Noble's direction. Jacobson's running up long right now, but he's basically forcing the issue, and didn't have a lot of time to do so. Nifty and his crew on Noble are able to make things work, but again, Mad, I can't believe he held top mid with a Galil, and as soon as they get onto Xbox, he peeks out, sees them, and he starts spraying and put about 80 damage into one, and then peeks back, and then yeah, ended up going down. So it's unfortunate when the lurk roll doesn't kind of take their time. Obviously, it is it's a big match if you're kind of just getting into things in terms of you're new on the lineup and such. But anyhow, we'll go Noble's direction, making things interesting. 14-11. Got the bomb going into Upper Dark right now, and the rest of the T's looking like Mad. Not convinced that he should move off mid. We've got one player watching long, so pretty spread out at this point.
And we see Nifty trying to span through that smoke at long. He's probably just making a distraction as the bomb is all the way over in Upper Dark right now. It's a two-man hold in mid, one on A plat, one back towards pit, and one on B plat. That's the 9-man J-Stone. This is a strange hold here from Winout, but it does look like it's going to be a mid to B execution, so this two-man hold in mid could work out wonderfully. We'll see what they decide to do. They might decide to go cat, as that smoke does rain out across mid double doors. And Steno is reading this like a book. He's going to be able to give his team all the information they need, as he does hear these players jumping up onto the Xbox at Cat right now. They're going to be peeking out, and actually Winout is surrendering Catwalk, opting for a bit of a retake angle here. Mad with the op takes down AGM. Jacobson responds with a kill on demand. That's a big kill for them. Jacobson does go down to the AK of Aim Eddie, but Paulie is there to get one for the CT side. That's Nifty off the board. It's going to be a 3v3 retake. Aim Eddie peeks out, catches one in CT spawn, but not able to find the shot. Steno pushing up, creeping through the smoke. Takes out one. Flash rains in, and now it's on Amped here, a 1v2. Oh, Amped! That's not the first time I've seen that happen with Noble, just a lack of communication. I'm not sure why he wasn't made aware of the fact that both of those players were coming from long. They were spotted. It's possible that there could be a bit of frustration on the side of Noble. Something that a lot of players seem to struggle with is when they die, instead of saying they're coming long, they say, I can't believe he killed me.
Damn it!
Yeah, exactly. They're like, what? The server's trash. That's like the most common
Kind of
expletive shouted out from a CS player. And when you're playing at a level like this, you don't have any room for that. Communication is key.
Yeah, exactly. And now Noble finding themselves in a crappy spot. To put it bluntly, they're going to be pushing out long, and this is one of their... Well, it is their last chance. If they don't win this round, if Winout takes it, it will be moving on to their map choice in Mirage, but the downside being that they will not have a side choice. Jacobson opening things up, finds a second one, as he will get dropped, but already damage has been done in his part. Steno finds one as well, but gets traded off, so 2v3 is... They're heading up to this A-bomb. It's like, wow, AGM goes down, so it's only... Okay, J-Stow gets dropped as well, so that's going to be that. Paulie's going to be stuck on this retake all by his lonesome, and maybe scratching his head a little bit. What happened to the defense? we had the player advantage. He's going to be coming out from long, and the position he's taking right now, it's a bit of a duel as he's trying to find Matt. Oh wow, what a nade coming in. He's going to find that first frag. Aim Eddie versus Paulie, but Aim Eddie will get the better end of that duel. Paulie was pretty low on HP anyhow, so can't really blame him on that one. But Noble, they're finding some life here. They find another round. Not completely out of it yet.
Yeah, but I mean, the money on the CT side is still pretty good. It's a little shaky. You can see AGM is definitely not looking so hot money-wise. They're gonna eco here. They could have afforded a buy, but I think they'd rather get a really good full buy and keep an op on Jacobson because it's been working so well. Bit of an interesting call here to go for the eco. And you can see they only have one defuse, 2 flashes, and body armor on Paulie. Heavy aggression. They know exactly what's happening right now. They have pushed mid. They've pushed long. They know it's a B play here. Noble needs to execute or they're going to get flanked. And those 5-7s are just going to rain hell on their parade. They're trying to execute here, but they're getting flashed and blinded. They finally get into sight just before those players come in on the flank. And that's actually going to be AGM taking down Nifty. He's going to give his team the information. So almost a very dangerous situation for Noble. They managed to escape it. It's going to be a 4v2 here. Steno and AGM on the retake.
Yeah, and AGM has got a bit of an exit frag angle. Steno as well. Doesn't look like they're going... Wow, I thought he was going to take down Tyrion, but Tyrion finds the frag. The Galil fight will go to himself. Although he is down to 11 HP, it leaves Steno alive trying to battle, and actually he's might be able to find Tyrion here. They're on the other side of the box of each other, and we'll peek around. Nice flick from Steno. Finds himself a Galil. Now he will retreat, just trying to hang on to that weapon. Not exactly the weapon you want to bring in, but one of those tier 2 rifles. You're like, all right, yeah, I can make use of this. But we'll see. Or maybe he'll hand it off to... Oh,
Ooh.
never mind.
1
Amped.
HP.
Just stole that from him. 1 HP left, and they're not going to have the luxury of bringing that in. So, unfortunately for them, they're just going to have to buy it across the board on the CT side. And like you were saying, probably going to drop an op for Jacobson, or I imagine that's the call here.
No,
but it's
they don't
not
have
going to
the
be
money.
the case.
They had
Interesting.
2 players too low to buy.
Interesting. Well, full rifles, except for Amped is actually utilize. Okay, they are going to trade. I was like, why does Mad not have that AWP? And they have swapped over. So he will be opping inside a T-spawn. 2 rounds the difference, fighting for overtime here.
Mad with the op is a big piece on the board for Noble. They need to be careful, though. They can't let them get caught out. The aggression from Winout has been working out wonderfully for them thus far. They've been pushing long, pushing mid, pushing upper dark. They basically have been pushing and taking aim duels. Right now, though, they can't afford to do that because if they lose this round, they're right back on eco yet again. And that would be for tie point. I had thought that if Noble was going to take this, they would have needed to win out at least 3 rounds in a row once Winout got to 14. But instead, they're looking pretty good. Not so good right now, though, as Pauly and AGM clean off Amped and Aimedi. It's going to make it a 5v3. Nifty, Mad, and Tyrium left. And Mad in mid with that off. He's got to be careful. He's getting flanked from long. He's got the angle, takes down Pauly. He doesn't know there's another player there. AGM is peeking, and AGM finds the kill. Tyrium did find the head of J-Stone, though. So it's a 2v3 right now. Nifty and Tyrium trying to execute on B. They do toss a flash. Nifty's going to try and cross into the site and get the plant. Oh, Jacobson's going to peek and take him down. Steno peeks. Somehow both players dying simultaneously, and that is it. Winout winning 16-13, but I got to be honest, I don't think a lot of people would have anticipated this scoreline.